25, called theft. Thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Lord, according unto thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed in thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now have I kept thy word. Thou art good and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts. My whole heart, their heart is as fat as grease, but I delight in thy law. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. The law of thy mouth is better unto me than 1,000 of gold and silver.
After watching this video, you may never use an emoji again, and for good reason. The reason that all of our emojis look the same across all major communication platforms, Android, Samsung, Mac, Microsoft, is because of this company called Unicode. And they have standardized emojis and little icons across the board. Well, previously on their website, one of their members was the Sultan of Oman. And you may be thinking, what the Sam Dam does Oman have to do with Unicode? Well, the Lesser Key of Solomon is a black magic book with 72 different sigils summoning demonic entities. A sigil is a symbol that has a lot of power attached to it, and the crafting of these sigils is considered to be one of the highest magical arts. Do you know how many face core original emojis there were? There was 72, just like there were 72 sigils for summoning demons. Now, the original emojis that came out were very sigilistic, black and white. But we have the rendered version here now, and you see the resemblance is uncanny. And the original rendered and the sigil for summoning demons. And we have this one, this one, this one, another, boom. So basically by using these emojis, you are essentially using a sigil for summoning demonic entities. The question is, what effect does this have on us? And why was it very important to get a uniform emoji across the board for all of us to use?
Isaiah 1:16. Wash your hands, make you clean, put away the evil of your doing from before my eyes. Cease to do evil, learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. Come now, let us reason together, saith the Lord. Let your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If you will be willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it.
The Secret Covenant. An illusion will be created so vast, so large that it escapes their perception. Those who see it will be thought of as insane. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the Absolute. We will work together always, and we will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks. We will keep their lifespans short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so they will never see what is happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators and sedatives in food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths. They will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. For all this, their children will be born dead, and we will conceal this information. They will see our products being used in films, and will grow accustomed to them, and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them that it's for their health. We will start early on, when their minds are young. We will target their children with what children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that will kill their minds and steal their future. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicines that will make them sicker and cause other diseases for which we will create yet more medicine. We will render them docile and weak, so they succumb to us and our power. They will grow depressed, slow, and obese. And when they come to us for help, we will give them more poison. We will focus their attention towards money and material goods, so that they may never connect with their inner self. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games, so that they may never be one with the oneness of all. Their minds will belong to us, and they will do as we say. If they refuse, we shall find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives. We will use fear as our weapon. We will establish their governments and establish opposites within. We will own both sides. We will always hide our objective, but carry out our plan. They will perform the labor for us, and we shall prosper from their toil. Our families will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be pure, always, for it is the way. We will keep them separated from the oneness by dogma and religion. We will control all aspects of their lives. We will make them kill each other when it suits us, and tell them what to think and how. We will guide them kindly and gently, letting them think they are guiding themselves. We will incite animosity between them through our factions. When a light shall shine among them, we shall extinguish it by ridicule or death, whichever suits us best. We will make them rip each other's hearts out and kill their own children. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend. Hate will blind them totally, and never shall they see that from their conflicts we emerge as their rulers. They will be busy killing each other. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbors for as long as we see fit. We will benefit greatly from this, for they will not see us, for they cannot see us. We will continue to prosper from their wars and their deaths. We shall repeat this over and over until our ultimate goal is accomplished. We will continue to make them live in fear and anger through images and sounds. We will use all the tools we have to accomplish this. The tools will be provided by their labor. We will make them hate themselves and their neighbors. This they must never know. We will always hide the divine truth from them, that we are all one. They must never know that color is an illusion. They must always think that they are not equal. Drop by drop, we will advance our goal. We will take over their land, resources, and wealth to exercise total control over them. We will trick them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom that they have. We will establish a money system that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt. When they shall band together, we shall accuse them of crimes and present a different story to the world. For we will own all the media. We will use our media to control the flow of information and their sentiment in our favor. When they shall rise up against us, we will crush them like insects, for they are less than that. They will be helpless to do anything, for they will have no weapons. They must never learn this truth, for they will turn against us. For their work, they will be rewarded with earthly things and great titles, but never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel the stars. They will never reach the higher realms, for the killing of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. This they will never know. The truth will be hidden in their face. It will be so close that they will not be able to focus on it until it's too late. Oh yes, so grand will the illusion of freedom be that they will never know that they are our slaves. When all is in place, the reality that we have created from them will own them. This reality will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs we have established from time immemorial. But if ever they find out that they are equal, we shall perish. This they must never know. If they ever find out that together they can conquer us, they will take action. They must never ever find out what we have done, for if they do, we shall have no place to run, for it will be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. Our actions will have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no person shall give us shelter.
1973 called John. The hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding that I may learn thy commandments. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in thy word. I know, Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou his faithfulness has afflicted me. Let, I pray thee, thy merciful kindness be for my comfort, according to thy word, according to thy servant. Let thy tender mercies come unto me, that I may live, for thy law is my delight. Let the proud be ashamed, for they dealt perversely with me without a cause. But I will meditate in thy precepts Let those that fear thee turn unto me, and those that have known thy testimonies, let my heart be sound in thy statutes, that I may be not ashamed.
So today we're going to cover an important one: fake nukes and fake moon landings. Anything to justify war. So everything begins in the 1960s with this duck and cover propaganda video telling kids to get under the table if they drop a nuke. So then we go over to the staging area, just like the moon landing, with the nuke testing. TNT, that's what that was right there. Then we go over to the nuke footage and notice that the house is still intact. But then someone might say, what about Japan? Well, have you ever read this book about how they lied to you about what actually happened? And then another person will say, what about Chernobyl? It was so dangerous. Look at how green it is. You're being lied to. And here's another question. If there was all this nuke testing, shouldn't the sky be completely blocked out from all the fallout that they told us? Then we go over to Galen Windsor, who eats plutonium and uranium and shows how it's perfectly harmless. Ah, look at that. And speaking of harmless, Hiroshima study finds no genetic damage. 1990s. Then it gets wild when you find out that the power plants are producing steam, and they're just being turned down so that we don't have enough energy, so we can fight about it. Isn't that wild? And on the topic of fighting, here's your first flying saucer. Might as well throw that in there. And someone's going to say, but they split the atom. Well, here's your photo of the atom that they split. It's a whole bunch of make-believe, that's for sure. And it always relates back to the whole weapons of mass destruction. You see that? Always the same playbook on repeat. You got a villain, and you got to go in there, and you just got to blow up their country for no apparent reason to make up that they have weapons of mass destruction. Where did we hear that one before? Was that like 2001?
This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran.
It's out of Daniel 2:43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in those days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to another people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and that shall stand forever. And the reason I'm reading that part is I'm wondering, when it's saying in here that's going to mingle with the seed of men, how do you get it not to cleave? Does that mean that there may be something that we can do to get it not to cleave? I don't know. At the same time I'm reading that, I'm just showing you guys something I found under a microscope I probably showed you before. But it's not something you can see with the naked eye, because that's an aspirin being held to a thumb. And I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again because I haven't seen them in the Dollar Tree since I once used it. And I lost probably over 100 pounds because I refused to eat for a very long time after the incident with the party bulb from the Dollar Tree. And basically, it plugs into like a regular lamp. And then when it does these LED spins like a disco light of multiple colors like on the ceiling. But when you point it at the food, no, you don't need this expensive microscope thing they see to see this nanotechnology. When you point that stuff at the food, I can literally see lead pencils come straight out of it. You know, the tops of cookies disappear to where I basically threw my entire order that I bought right into the trash can. So if anybody has a party ball from a Dollar Tree, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to be able to either try and purchase it from you or get you to send it to me so I could do some experiments.
I'm going to make this one short and sweet, so I'm going to just flip this. So take a look. As you can see, we've got the Leidos machine. See, Leidos? Leidos X-ray is 200 times more powerful than a telephone in the way that it gives off radiation. And it's full body radiation. But what you don't know is if you had the COVID shot, then you know the graphene is inside your body. The Leidos machine is actually activates the graphene inside the human body. Believe it or not, it does. Okay? All right? This was developed by Israel. Okay? They are the leaders in Leidos. And everybody that had the B, okay, the graphene is activated when they go through Leidos. All right? And it also has 200 times the radiation, okay, of a cell phone, okay? And Lori and I are going to be going, we'd like to go through that machine, but they won't let us. We're going to have to get a pat down, and that's the way it is. So we're going to be getting a full body massage from the government. Have a great one.
I was a human, breathing and thinking, eating and drinking, philosophizing. I was a human before you killed me and ripped my heart out. I knew what love was. Now when they ask me, I just reply slow and sound like an iPhone. I do not know love, I am a robot. Ba 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 bum ba da ba. I do not know love, I am a robot. Ba 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 bum ba da ba. I used to know love, 'cause I had a fire, passion and desire. Now all I require are circuits and wires. Inside was an ocean of soul and emotion. Then you cut me open. Now all that I know is I am a robot, thoughtless and empty. Don't know who sent me, don't know who made me. Electric robot, everything's grey now, numb to the pain now. I knew what love was. Now when they ask me, I just reply slow, sound like an iPhone. I do not know love, I am a robot. Ba 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 bum ba da ba. I do not know love, I am a robot. Ba 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 bum ba da ba. I used to know love, 'cause I had fire, passion and desire. Now all I require are circuits and wires. Inside was an ocean of soul and emotion. Then you cut me open. Now all that I know is I am a robot.
Customer pilots directed almost 3,000 precision strikes last year. We're super proud of it. It allows you to separate the bad guys from the good. It's a big deal. But we have something much bigger. Your kids probably have one of these, right? Not quite. Hell of a pilot? No. That skill is all AI. It's flying itself. Its processor can react 100 times faster than a human. The stochastic motion is an anti-sniper feature. Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors. And just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents. They used to say guns don't kill people, people do. Well, people don't. They get emotional, disobey orders, aim high. Let's watch the weapons make the decisions. Now, trust me, these were all bad guys. Now, that is an airstrike of surgical precision. It's one of a range of products. Trained as a team, they can penetrate buildings, cars, trains, evade people, bullets, pretty much any countermeasure. They cannot be stopped. Now, I said this was big. Why? Because we are thinking big. Watch. A $25 million order now buys this. Enough to kill half a city. The bad half. Nuclear is obsolete. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free. Just characterize him, release the swarm, and rest easy. These are available today. We have a distribution network taking orders from military, law enforcement, and specialist clients.
The nation is still recovering from yesterday's incident, which officials are describing as some kind of automated attack, which killed 11 U.S. senators at the Capitol building.
They flew in from everywhere but attacked just one side of the aisle. It was chaos. People were screaming.
You can see high windows, very small, precisely punctured to gain entry to the building.
What did you do for the victim?
I just did what I could for him. Things weren't even interested in me. They're just buzzing.
Government sources admit the intelligence community has no idea who perpetrated the attack, nor whether it was a state, group, or even a single individual.
So if we can't defend ourselves, then we strike back.
We are investing very heavily in classified defense projects.
We make it our deterrent like our nuclear deterrent. We stockpile in the millions, the billions.
At key facilities, the White House, the New York Stock Exchange, Wall Street.
Safe in their homes.
Well, we wish we had boots on the ground in every community in this country, but we don't. So our instructions,
Ollie?
our suggestions are to stay in touch with
Ollie, oh, hi. Hi, Ollie, honey. How's Edinburgh today? How are all your studies going, huh?
Good. Great.
Oh, great. Hey, aren't we doing a video call today?
I'm kind of with people, so.
Oh, well, come on, Oliver, put her on.
Oh no, it's not like that. No, wait.
Oh, well, listen. I see some photos here with somebody, and I can see lots of likes, and what's that all about? Oh, wait a minute, here, and on your
Mom, she's on the spy stuff in the military.
What is this video right here? Oh, no, I'm not going to click on that.
It's just this human rights thing about oppression or whatever.
Honey, you're not going into politics, are you? I mean, no protest.
Safe here, just like you said it would be.
Heavy traffic approaching the A720 this morning due to police.
Police are not saying this morning what prompted the alert.
Claim relaxing firearm legislation would be useless against the so-called slaughter bots.
Is to stay away from crowds. When indoors, keep windows covered with shutters.
Protect your family. Stay inside.
Can you hear me? Oliver, can you hear me? Listen to me.
I can hear it.
Authorities are still struggling to make sense of an attack on university campuses worldwide, which targeted some students and not others. The search for a motive is apparently turning to social media, and a video shared by the victims exposing corruption at the height.
But it's far from surprising. The weapons took away the expense, danger, and risk of waging war. And now we can't afford to challenge anyone, really. It's not even the smallest fringe group or a crank.
Who could have done this?
Anyone.
Dumb weapons drop where you point them. Smart weapons consume data. When you can find your enemy using data, even by a hashtag, you can target an evil ideology right where it starts.
This short film is more than just speculation. It shows the results of integrating and miniaturizing technologies that we already have. I'm Stuart Russell, a professor of computer science at Berkeley. I've worked in AI for more than 35 years. Its potential to benefit humanity is enormous, even in defense. But allowing machines to choose to kill humans will be devastating to our security and freedom. Thousands of my fellow researchers agree. We have an opportunity to prevent the future you just saw, but the window to act is closing fast.
Understand now that there is a genocidal depopulation agenda, which I call a war against the population of the earth. The World Health Organization, the United States government, the Council on Foreign Relations, the United Nations, and many other similar organizations have joined together in a shared vision. It's a wonderful vision. It's the vision of a sustainable planet. There will be blue skies everywhere. There will be clean, limpid water running everywhere. There will be green grass, and there will be cows lowing peacefully in the distance. And you and I and our children and our children's children will no longer exist. We will not be there to appreciate this beautiful, sustainable world because we will have been eliminated by the elite, by the globalists, since we, in their vision, are useless eaters. Useless eaters, their term of art for us. We, they say, consume their non-renewable natural resources. We, they say, are not needed for what they call the neo-feudal world, in which, as was explained to me by a head of state who was my patient and who told me this in my office, there will be a small circle of neo-aristocrats at the top, surrounded by their servants and servitors, who are in turn surrounded by their technicians, which takes about 10% of the current world population. Everyone else, she said, will be culled. C-U-L-L-E-D. The weak will be killed for the benefit of the strong. Her statement, her belief system, my call to action, your call to action too. Unless, of course, that's okay with you. Most people do not believe that they're useless eaters. I've gone around the world asking people on camera, are you a useless eater? And they say, a what? And I explain the concept to them and they say, no, I'm not a useless eater. My children and I have every right to live on this planet. This planet belongs to us. And they're right. It does not belong to the elite. They are wrong. In my estimation, they are psychopaths. They're quite mad. They're powerful, and they control the means of communication, transportation, and production, but they're crazy as bedbugs. And it's up to us, the people who are not crazy as bedbugs, to take our own future into our own hands and assure it for ourselves. There is plenty of food on this planet. There is plenty of water on this planet, and there are not too many people. The myth of overpopulation was funded by John D. Rockefeller Jr. and his friends in order to make it okay to kill lots and lots and lots of people. It's a myth. And if you look a little into the history of John D. Rockefeller Jr., you will find that he was the person who introduced the idea of eugenics, of culling the herd, killing the weak, getting rid of the undesirable to Germany. He funded the two Kaiser Wilhelm Institutes, one in Berlin and one in Munich, when the ruler of Germany was not Adolf Hitler, but Kaiser Wilhelm. That's why they named it after him. And he was the one who brought eugenics to the United States. Tens and tens of thousands of so-called undesirables were involuntarily sterilized at his behest. It goes on and on. But the point is, the history of depopulation and the history of John D. Rockefeller and the Rockefeller dynasty are inextricably linked.
What he was all about. He's the richest man in the world, was raised by a psychopath. John D. Rockefeller's dad was named, they called him Devil Bill. His dad, they know all about his dad. This is not a conspiracy theory. The family, historians will tell you about his father. He created him. He was a rapist, snake oil salesman, running from the law, changed his name. Devil Bill? Devil Bill, that was his name. So he had a bunch of sons, and John D. Rockefeller was one. He was quoted as saying, "I cheat my sons every day. I want them as sharp as can be." He just beat the living fucking trust out of them and just drowned all their trust. So John D. Rockefeller grew up not trusting anybody. Dude, he got busted for monopolizing oil. They finally indicted him. He had to break apart Standard Oil, and it made him a billionaire. That's what made him rich, is when he got busted. When he had to sell everything off, he took over education. Dude, you know how he took over universities? Dude, he wanted to take over the world. He wasn't just trying to sell gas. He was trying to take over the world. Our education system is all based on Rockefeller Foundation shit. Like, he strategically wanted to make school so that we got people just smart enough. This isn't conspiracy theory. Just smart enough to work. They didn't want anybody to
Is Lucifer the god of the Freemasons? Yes. To join Freemasonry, you have to be invited. You can't just join it. And the general sort of understanding is that this is going to be very good for business, for social interaction, for your career.
So they allow you to worship like Jehovah or Yahweh?
You can worship any god you want, but that's the only qualification, because they're going to convert whoever they are over to worshiping the great architect of the universe, Hail El, Satan. AI has the same destination whether you're doing it for good or evil. So it's like good magic and black magic.
Do these people know that they're advancing a system that has been prophesied as having to happen for the rise of the Antichrist, or do they not?
The fallen angels continue to tell their offspring, their descendants of their offspring, that they can still win.
Is there a hierarchy for these things like Illuminati, Freemasons?
The fairy tale concept goes back many years for when they're ready to reveal things, that we would accept that more easily, and they can tell us that they told us, we just didn't understand. This fairy tale concept, both Tolkien and Lewis were talking about, is they consider the Bible a fairy tale because they both said so. I'll show you their doctrines and the fruits of their works, and if they ever became Christian, they never recanted their writings. Many Freemasons are witches. Why? Because they're adepts, and they are leading the setting up of new towns. They're there to set up their legal claim to the new continent. When Moses dies, we have Satan showing up to claim his body. That's because he is initiated at Heliopolis. People confuse and conflate wrath and tribulation.
You said you don't want to live through it.
No.
Do you think you will?
Probably.
People have to get over the fear of death in all connotations, because if you know what is really going to happen, you won't be
Watch
fearful.
and get scared. This is 16 years ago.
In order for a culture to maintain itself for more than 25 years, there must be a fertility rate of 2.11 children per family.
You gotta have at least over 2 kids to preserve your cultural identity.
Historically, no culture has ever reversed a 1.9 fertility rate. A rate of 1.3, impossible to reverse. As the population shrinks, so does the culture. As of 2007, the fertility rate in France was 1.8. England, 1.6. Greece, 1.3. Germany, 1.3.
You understand? These are unsustainable numbers. You're gonna die out as a culture.
Italy, 1.2. Spain, 1.1. Across the entire European Union of 31 countries, the fertility is a mere 1.38.
Bye-bye, cultures.
In a matter of years, Europe, as we know it, will cease to exist. Population of Europe is not declining.
Why?
Why? Immigration. Islamic immigration. Of all population growth in Europe since 1990, 90% has been Islamic immigration. France, 1.8 children per family. Muslims, 8.1.
How the hell are you going to keep up with these numbers? Muslims have large families. Remember, this is 16 years ago, this video.
In southern France, traditionally one of the most populated church regions in the world, there are now more mosques than churches. 30% of children ages 20 and younger are Islamic. In the larger cities such as Nice, Marseille, and Paris, that number has grown to 45%.
That's 16 years ago. Listen, almost...
By 2027, 1 in 5 Frenchmen will be Muslim. In just 39 years, France will be an Islamic republic. In the last 30 years, the Muslim population of Great Britain rose from 82,000 to 2.5 million.
Ouch! Immigration, procreation, your days are numbered.
The devil isn't attacking you because you are weak. He is attacking you because you are a threat, because there is something powerful inside you. Thieves don't break into empty houses. The enemy couldn't take you out, so he's trying to wear you down. But don't you dare give in, because the tide is about to turn in your favor. God sees your struggles. He knows your heart. He knows you're tired, but he is not done with you yet. Put him first. Trust him. Even when you can't see the way forward, he is making a way for you. He is with you. He is for you. And he is working all things together for your good. Keep moving forward because your breakthrough is closer than you think. If you believe it, say Amen in the comments. Stay strong. Stay faithful. Your time is coming.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. You are the salt of the earth. And like I say in each video, guys, keep your salt. Stay in the word each day. God bless y'all, and I'll leave links in the description in case you'd like to support my work.